Joining us now is Ambassador James Jeffrey from the Washington Institute. Thank you so much for joining us, Ambassador.
Thank you, Veronica, for having me on.
President Trump says he wants to solve this war without giving President Zelenskyy Tomahawk missiles. Is that possible, and what are his calculations?
Is it possible? I don't know. I think the very threat of giving Tomahawk missiles, which are long range, well over 1,000 miles, but more importantly, are very accurate with a large warhead, unlike most drones, probably led to the Putin phone call. But President Trump was optimistic before the Alaska meeting as well. Look at the Gaza settlement that Trump just brokered. He offered a deal that avoided the worst case scenario for both Hamas and for Israel, and he made it clear that he would wreak havoc on whoever didn't go along. He may or may not have such a deal ready for Putin and for Zelenskyy. That's the problem.
Now today, President Trump also said India has agreed to stop buying Russian oil. Will this administration's economic pressure campaign on the Kremlin be successful?
A lot of things have been working. First of all, the Ukrainian battlefield success, in a negative sense, they've stopped Russia moving forward for this entire year. The drop in oil prices, in part because of American production, has hurt Putin more. The Indian thing will help a lot. In addition, with Trump's help, the Ukrainians are now targeting Russia's refineries and other fuel installations, and this is putting a crimp into the civilian domestic market and the quality of life for Russians. That's a good thing. So all of these things are adding up against Putin. Whether it's enough for somebody who believes Putin in his deepest soul that this war is right, that I don't know.
Speaking of that, President Trump and Vladimir Putin have agreed to a second meeting, this time in Hungary. Could the upcoming Budapest summit produce meaningful outcomes?
Absolutely, it could, but I also thought that the Alaska one could. Again, there has to be a deal where Putin thinks this is better than continuing the war, and Zelenskyy thinks this is better than continuing the war. For example, if they just stopped along the current line of demarcation of the two armies, Russia would probably say that's not enough. We want more. On the other hand, Zelenskyy could probably accept that if he would get security guarantees. So I think we're close, but whether we can overcome the belief in Putin's mind, and I've dealt with Putin over the years, advising Presidents Bush and President Trump, that possibly he can push further and get more. He can't, but he may think that.
Ambassador James Jeffrey, thank you so much.
Thank you.